Hey y'all, hello. Welcome back to the Twisted Sister podcast. I know I took a long holiday break. I was supposed to bring y'all this episode last week, but things get out of control, get out of hand, and well, here I am now doing it now. So I missed y'all. Did y'all miss me? How y'all been? How was y'all holidays? Did y'all enjoy yourself? Did y'all get a nice break? Did you spend some good time with your family like I told you should have? How was that? It is January 10th, and I'm just late. I'm late. I already know. I know. But today's topic is going to be communication. We're going to talk about some ways that people used to communicate and the way people communicate now. We're going to talk about social media. We're going to talk about some scammers. We're going to talk about that kind of a thing online and communication. That's what we're going to talk about today as a topic. I'm going to bring y'all the latest baddies news, the latest 90-day news, the latest love and hip hop news, and finally the latest RuPaul's Drag Race news, because gosh, it started last Friday to be exact. This Friday I haven't watched yet, but I will be reporting on it in a few days because I will be watching it tonight or tomorrow. I got some videos in queue that I have to watch. I have to have a lot of stuff on. I'm just behind on everything. I did make I did finally get all the things that I ordered. Yesterday I got my chalk box in the mail, and I made I've already made both Dubai chocolate bars and eaten both of them. I was going to save a piece and give y'all the little crunch at the end, but honey, it didn't survive past lunch. So yeah, I'm gonna give y'all pictures instead. I'm giving you pictures instead. But yeah, I did that, and I've just been pretty much just cooling, trying to get everything back on track after the holidays. Everything was closed, everything was thrown off, so everything's just starting to get back to normal. So I'm just getting back to the swing of things. Yesterday I was actually supposed to film, but I got really sick while I was doing my makeup, and I was just like, I have to lay down. I couldn't do it. I was too nauseated and too sick. So today I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great, and I'm here. I haven't been taking my Spoil Child because I ran out of my Spoil Child, and I need to get some more ordered. So I haven't been as energized or as like clear, focused and shit as I normally am. So that's probably another reason why I've been sleeping a lot every day, and I've been waking up at weird times to film, like at midnight. So and saying, you know what, I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna take my meds, and I'm gonna film in the morning. And the morning comes, and then I'm this has been a pattern, but I'm back, and I will be continuing to give y'all episodes every week. Is the point that I'm making. So first, we're gonna talk about ways people used to communicate versus ways people communicate now. Because, like, I don't know if y'all have noticed or not, especially y'all millennials and the ones before us. Like, it's changed a lot since we were born. Okay, we went from people sending letters, and even I learned that people used to send people chain letters, but through the mail. Like, if you don't send this and this will happen to you. Like, I was watching the episode, I think of it, Living Single, and I think Khadijah had received a chain letter, and she was like, I don't need to send this. This is dumb. And I'm like, what? They sent chain letters through mail. That's crazy. Yeah, they used to even do chain letters. Everything was done through mail. Fan club stuff, like shopping through catalogs and everything. Like everything was done through the mail. And now things are done through mail, but it's like we order the shit online or we do the shit through an app, or it's never just straight through the mail. People used to write people letters. People had pen pals. Some people still do that. And I think that that's something I'd be interested in getting into, like having a pen pal somewhere in another place of the earth to just talk to, and they can talk to you, and you could be supportive to each other and stuff like that. I think that is so cool. And I would be interested in doing that. Pen pal stuff. I was always a writer in school. Like though, I was always very good at reading, very good at writing. Anything that reading and writing, I actually enjoyed it. I liked writing short stories, poems, and stuff like that. Like I'm definitely into the writing. So I could be down for a pen pal. People definitely used to do it a lot through the mail. People used to do a lot through email too, when and instant message before there was text messaging and stuff. They IM'd. There was MSN and all those different messenger apps that you could use. I remember when I was in about the ninth grade, they were still around, and I had them on my first cell phone, and I would just be talking to strangers. I don't even know how I found the strangers or the strangers found me actually, but I would just be talking to strangers on MSN sometimes. And yeah, like it's crazy. Then like when I was in eighth grade was when I first got social media, which was MySpace. I got social media in eighth grade, and that MySpace was my baby. Like I think I had the same MySpace the whole time. I think I did. I might. Yeah, I think I did. And I just had it all the way up until everybody switched over to Facebook. But yeah, I definitely, and I've never been a Twitter or X type of person. I have the app and I never use it. It's just, there's enough social media, and I was never a big Twitter fan. So why would I be an X fan? So, but yeah, like MySpace was my jam. I loved how it made all of us coders, and we were freaking in high school doing coding, and some of us in middle school doing coding. I had my page set up with the music, with the playlist, with my top fave people, with little glitter things and words falling behind the background. Like my page probably would have crashed your damn thing because it had a lot of shit on it. But that was the fun part, I missed that. I missed the nostalgic feeling of being able to customize everything on it. Now everything is just, here's your profile. The only things that are unique are the things that you post. Everybody's profile looks the same. So I thought that was weird when Facebook first came out. I'm like, this is not even better. Why are we all switching over to this? But hey, we did it. We did it. We switched over. And then, like, because I got my first cell phone taken away from downloading too many um ringtones and wallpapers. I had downloaded like 60 ringtones and 60 or 70, and they're all like $2 and $3 a piece. So I did that. It went on the bill. I had that phone for a good month, and I raised that bill up to $1,000, and my mom definitely took it. And that was when you didn't have free texting and calling. I only had like so many minutes to talk. I didn't have free texting. I think I had to pay for the texting. So any texting I was doing was adding on to it, and I was texting like random. That was back when like you watch MTV and stuff, and they have like those little psychic texting sites, and you could do that kind of stuff. I was doing that. I was doing all types of stuff that I just shouldn't have been doing with that cell phone. Okay. And yeah, that was my first way of like communicating with people outside of the fact that I did have a computer in my room, and it did have its own on my own phone line, because it was dial-up days, and if I didn't have my own phone line, I would have never been able to get on a computer because my mom was always talking on the phone. So yeah, I definitely missed those computer days. I crashed my computer. I gave it a virus from downloading too much not child friendly content. I gave my computer a virus, LimeWire and BearShare. I was downloading music, but I was also downloading videos. And those videos gave my computer a virus, and that kind of killed my computer days. Like, it killed it. But I was still using that mug. Like, I was able to open it up, get in there, reset it from the inside, bypass everything, be able to get to my, to my Windows Media Player, so I could put music onto my MP3 player. I had all my CDs ripped onto it. I had all the music that I downloaded onto it. I had like hundreds and hundreds of songs. I loved my computer, and I loved that first cell phone. Like, I used the shit out of both of those, and it showed because I got it taken away. I definitely got it taken away. And then after the computer and everything, and the first cell phone, then I had my second cell phone, which was a Razr. It was a Razr. I loved my phone. I loved that Razr. I had a few of them. The first one was pink. I also had a silver one, and a blue one. I had a few Razrs, and I loved my Razr. Like, it was the bee's knees of flip phones back when flip phones were the thing. So yeah, and that was the phone that I had, My Favorite Five on, and you could talk free after 9, and I only had 400 texts a month, but like the thing about it is, once you run out of texts, you just can't text it, so you can't go over them like I was doing with the first one. And yeah, I loved that phone. I had it for a long time. I switched them. I had the same number for a while. Like, I've had a lot of cell phones. A lot of cell phones. I had quite a few Nokia ones. I had my very, very first one was given to me by my dad, actually. And it was one of those big fat ones with the fat ass back with the interchangeable like skins that you have to buy the calling cards for, and like those minutes didn't never last. Like, that phone was just, and then I didn't get service outside the house, so I was like, what's the point? It was awful. I was like, thanks, Dad, this is not what I asked for. I asked for a flip phone, and you could have gotten me one for the same price, but you got me this. Thanks. No one listened to me. No one listened to me. Just like the Christmas that I got a damn air hockey table instead of a fucking iPod. Like, what the hell? I asked for an iPod. Like, Mom, what the hell? I was so pissed off. But yeah, I messed up my first cell phone. My second cell phone was great. I remember my first touchscreen phone. It was kind of janky, and I ended up I threw it out the window. I was so frustrated with it. I did throw it out the window. It was not a good phone. And yeah, I've had a lot of cell phones. now I have a Galaxy, and I love my Galaxy products. I have my Galaxy Watch, my Galaxy Pods, my Galaxy phone. I'm a Galaxy person. I'm not an iPhone person, even though I do own an iPhone. I'm a Galaxy person. I would say I'm an Android person, but really I don't fuck with other Androids. Only Samsung Galaxy S series products. So yeah. Yes. I've always liked my Samsung phones though. I remember my first phone was a Samsung phone, the one that I got taken away. My then they had the phones that slid up with the keyboards. I loved my Gravity. The I had a few of those. Then when they had the first Gravity Smart, I had that phone. That was like one of my favorite phones. I named it Valerie, and everybody that knows me knows I loved me some Valerie, and Valerie was my favorite phone. Still was my favorite phone. That Galaxy Touch, and it was like magenta. It was like my favorite color. It was perfect. That phone was perfect. It was a smartphone with a keyboard. You can't go wrong with that. It was perfect. I loved that phone. And then aside from all that, then we have like now we have Snapchat, and we have Instagram, and we have Facebook, and we have TikTok, and we have YouTube. We have so many different social media sites and ways to communicate with each other. It's crazy. Like some of them we don't need, if you ask me. But yeah, like there's so many different ways to communicate with each other and to get in touch with each other and keep in touch with each other. Messenger, like they have Facebook dating, they have all types of dating sites. They have, I remember back in the MySpace days, they had something called Nigga Space. I'm gonna just set that there. It was not something child friendly. It was very bad. And you know what? I ended up deleting my profile because some weirdo posted a picture of his dangling on my fucking timeline, on my page, and I couldn't delete it. So I was just like, no, this is not for me. And I deleted it. But I did have Black Planet, and I kept Black Planet for a long time. And a lot of them had like their own little chat lines, like that you could go into through Nigga Space or through Black Planet, and you could talk to different people through those chat lines, those different chat lines. I used to do that. They used to have a party line, a Chicago party line, and they had different lines for different states. They had different lines for different states. And for I don't know if they had it. I don't think they had a Minnesota one, or maybe I just wasn't. No one was on it. But I started off on a Chicago one, and I was just like talking to all types of people. You would call, and then there's like a bunch of people in one room talking, and you're like, "Hey, what's up?" And everybody starts introducing themselves, and y'all are having a conversation about whatever. You could switch rooms and keep switching rooms. It was like a party line. It was super fun. And I super had no business doing it, but it was super fun. And me and my friends would call, and we would make jokes and cap on people, and we would even call like Live Links and Lava Life and stuff like that, where we weren't supposed to be calling. All those ones that ladies get to talk for free, we would call that. And we would pretend, and we would just go in and say stupid things to guys, and like pretend to be like other people and like catfish. It was just crazy. But that's how we passed our time back in those times, and it was super fun. It was like super fun. Yeah, we had a lot of ways of communicating and getting in touch with people back in those times too, but they're a lot different now, and a lot of those ones aren't around now, probably for good reasons, but I don't really see any. I think all that shit was fun. But yeah. And now I want to talk a little bit about online dating, because there's so many of them. Like there's one specifically for people who want to date Asians. Definitely want to date Hispanics. For black people who want to meet other black people. For gay women and men, and for bisexual men and women, for lesbians. They have all types of different sites that you have to pay for. And then they have Facebook dating, which is, I mean, it's okay, I guess. Like, it's a good way to meet other people and whatnot that are close to you, or some that are not very close to you, even though you didn't ask to meet anyone fucking more than 50 miles away from you. But yeah, it's just not going great for me. I'm looking for yellow, long hair, dark, thick in the hips. Come get in my car. No. Look, what I'm looking for. I see it, but we're not engaging. We're not communicating, and the ones that are communicating with me are the ones I don't want to be communicating with. Like, a lot of y'all are just undesirable. You say a lot of fucked up, weird, undesirable shit. You have, like, you're out of shape, you're ugly, or you're plain looking. A lot of couples hit me up trying to, like, I don't want to be your throuple. I don't want to be a part of your poly la la la. I don't want none of that. Like, the hell? Dating is so hard. Communicating with people is so hard now, even though there's so many freaking damn ways to do it. It's not any easier. I think it was easier for everyone to express themselves more back then. Like, now it's just all superficial shit. Like, you know? And then it's like, you got those Trumpers. No, I'm very liberal. Stop hitting me up on Facebook or anything else. I don't want to talk to you. And there's ones that are, like, very aggressive and very nasty with it. And it's just like, get the fuck away. Nobody, why are you even making a profile? Nobody wants you. The fuck? Then there's, like, guys that get on there and talk about, I ain't gonna pay for no dinner and I want some head. Like, what the hell? Chivalry is dead. Like, you're going to court me, motherfucker. You're going to court me. You're going to treat me as a queen, and I'm dating with intention. I'm 34 years fucking old. I'm not a child. No, we're not linking up to Netflix and nothing. Yes, you can take me out, maybe. But you're going to treat me with respect. Don't hit me up at 3 a.m. and talk about what you're doing. You will not get a response. And if you do get a response, it'll be in the morning, and it's going to be a very nasty response. Do not, none of that. Go find somebody else. Go play with somebody else. Leave me alone. Okay? And there's people from all over now friend requesting me on Facebook, and I know it's not because of this podcast. I don't know where these people are coming from, but they're coming, and they're all like, Facebook is not Facebook dating. Do not add me as a friend, and then once I add you, you take that as an opportunity to slide in my DMs, because I'm going to slide you the link to this fucking podcast. That's all the fuck you're getting. Like, did I swipe on you in Facebook dating? No, I didn't. I just lived my life right here in normal on Facebook, and here you are trying to be a thirsty bastard in my fucking DMs. Stop. Talking about, I'd like to get to know you and all this other stuff. No. If you're a fan or a friend, then that's different. I will talk to friends and new friends and fans, and I will talk to you about that stuff. But don't hit me up and try to, don't. Especially if I don't know you. I'm not for you. You're not for me. I'm not for everybody, and you clearly are. Just stop. Heck, I had to put that out there. Stop sliding in motherfuckers' DMs like weirdos. The heck? Then there's these online scammers. So many of them, are scammers when they add you. First of all, they don't have a profile picture of themselves. A lot of the times, it's of random items and objects or whatever, or cartoons or whatever the fuck, and their name is random and they don't have any mutual friends, and and the content is everything they post is scammy or spammy. If everything you post is some weird playboy sexual nasty shit, I'm not gonna add you. If everything you post is some scam shit, I'm not gonna add you. Like, I'm going to each profile and I'm looking at people now. And if I just notice that you post some stupid shit, I'm a lot of stupid shit or a lot of ignorant shit, I'm not going to add you. I'm protecting my peace both online and in real life. Okay? Know that. Shit. Like, what the heck? I had my first Facebook that I had for years and my first Instagram hacked. The Instagram, what came first. So when it happened to me on Facebook, I should have known better. But I let this bitch named Agent Sarah have my information, and Agent Sarah locked me out of my goddamn account. And I reached out a lot of times to Facebook to tell them, like, hey, somebody has taken over my account. I can't get back into my account. This is my original account. I've had it for years. All these friends are my friends. I don't want to start over all this shit. They never reached it back to me. So the Facebook that I have now is actually a Facebook that I made like 2 years ago or a couple years. Yeah, it's been like a couple years now since I've had it, and I'm rebuilding. And it sucks. I lost all my memories, all of my like posts, all of that stuff was the stuff that I cared about. My memories and the stuff that I posted before. I was mad. I was able to go to the profile and take all my pictures that I liked that I had on there and put it on my new profile and stuff, but like all my posts, all that shit is gone. So that sucks. So be careful with those scammers, okay? I get hit up a lot with people sliding in my DMs. Sometimes it's on TikTok, sometimes it's on Facebook, sometimes it's on Instagram. And they're like psychics and they want to give you a reading, but they want you to pay for the shit. And like, you're not a damn psychic, you're a damn scammer. Leave me alone. I don't care if you have your clairvoyant ways. You might actually do. But guess what? I'm already a witch and you can't trick me. Leave me alone. You know? Like, what the hell? Just leave me alone. I'm a holy witch, but I'm a witch still. And then, like, yeah, I feel bad. They go after older people a lot too. Scammers go after older people and they make them think that they're going to invest their money or they're going to do this or they're going to do that. And then they get a hold of their bank account information or they think they're ordering something and it's a shady ass site and they wipe out their fucking account. Like, it's terrible and it's going bad, you know? And also, if you are going to be traveling anywhere that's outside of the United States, I would say even a lot of places inside the United States, do not travel alone and do not go anywhere alone. Do not be caught anywhere by yourself without your group, okay? Because they are unaliving and SAing people left and fucking right. You could get trafficked, you could get any of that, you know? Like, be careful when you are traveling because these days are crazy. We see what's going on outside. Like, it's bad even in the US. It's not safe. People are getting shot and killed. I mean, unalived. People are getting shot and unalived and all these other things pew-pewed by ICE agents here in Minnesota and everywhere else too. But definitely it's gotten out of hand. They're here right now currently in Minnesota, and it's not looking good. They've already unalived innocent woman. I've already seen so many footages of like ICE agents doing messed up things to innocent women who are citizens. Like, you know, I've just seen a lot of messed up stuff. So everyone just be careful and I know you guys wanna stand up and you wanna protest, and I actually applaud you all for doing that and being involved. But don't lose your life. Don't lose your life over this. It's not worth it. And they're all gonna get theirs. Karma is real, and God don't like ugly, so it's going to come back. Okay, so you don't have to worry about them because they're gonna get theirs, and it's really sad. All we can do is pray about it because they're not protecting us. They're the people who are supposed to be serving and protecting us are harming and unaliving us, and they've already been doing it to our people. So I'm I'm not surprised. We're not surprised, but like, damn, it's just bad. That is one of my boots actually that I wanted that I guess I just did talk about it. I wanted to talk about, but I did talk about it. The woman who got unalived, unfortunately, here in Minnesota by the ICE agents. I'm so sorry to her family. And she was just trying to stand up for what was right and actually flee the damn situation. And while she was trying to get out of the situation, they unalived her. You could see it clear as day in the footage. So this is bad. The one tooth that I did have was that I finally received all my stuff. My toot is very much so personal this week. I got my boots. I got my boots. I got my hat. I got my necklaces. I got all the things that I ordered that were delayed or I had to some of them I had to reorder. A lot of it I had to reorder. So I reordered the boots, and now I have 2 pairs because they refunded me for the first pair after a whole month of it not showing up. But then they showed up. But I had already reordered them, so because they had already refunded me. So now I have 2 pairs of boots. I like these ones better because the other ones have a brown sole, which is weird. Like, why are the boots black and the fucking sole brown? That doesn't make any sense. So I like these ones better. But I do have 2 pairs now. And I got this hat for free because the seller that I bought it from off of TikTok did some weird shit, and while I was waiting on my hat to come, they changed the name of the shop, and they took all of the products away, and there was no way of me contacting them. So I was getting I'm like, am I getting scammed out of my money? Oh, hell no. No, I'm not. You're going to give me my money back. So I reached out to TikTok and I told them about it, and I told them about it, and I told them about it, and they finally gave me my money back. But then right after they gave me my money back, I was able to look in the order and go to the tracking information. It kind of looked like it said that it was in transit in St. Paul. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I will still receive the hat. But I had, like the boots, I reordered the hat. But the hat came, and before the hat that I reordered was shipped, so I just canceled the new hat and I got my money back. So the hat was free because it took so damn long and they tried to scam me. And the boots, I got 2 for 1. But yeah, that was my toot for myself. I finally got all the things that I ordered because I ordered most of the shit in November, y'all. November. It's January. It's a whole new year. And yes, I got all of it after Christmas. But yeah. That was kind of a scammy moment for me. I thought I got scammed online. Y'all have to be careful when you're shopping online. You have to be careful with, make sure that if it's a place like Amazon or TikTok or any of those places that have multiple different sellers, make sure that the seller has sold a bunch of stuff to people, because you can see like so many ever whatever sold. You can see that. You can see if they're gold star seller. You can see if they have a check, then definitely they're good. But a lot of them don't have checks. Some of them are gold star sellers. Some of them are read and be careful, because you might get scammed and you'll be pissed off, because you'll be talking to bots when you're trying to get help. But yeah. And then they have dating scams, y'all. Like people from Nigeria and all over the world, Jamaica. I'm sorry that it's our people, that they're black people, but they're also people all over Africa and all over different places, different continents, scamming poor American women and men, and like taking their money, like, with the catfish type of thing. Or otherwise, they could use themselves, and they go on there and they're like, love bombing you after a day of meeting you, and they're like scamming you. You gotta know that they're trying to scam you. And then they tell you they're sick and they need some money, or they're this and they need some money, or they're gonna send you some money but they need this or that or whatever, and then they expect you to send it. And I didn't I just tell you I was disabled and the single parent? I don't have any money to send you, sir. I don't give a fuck if it's your birthday. Get out of here. The fuck? Like, I understand you have family to feed and it's hard out there, but it's very hard out here too. You see what's happening. The hell? So y'all be careful, because they are love bombing scammers. They are federal agent pretending scammers, like the lady, like Agent Sarah, who hacked my Facebook. There are like all types of different scams going on that you have to be vigilant and wary about. They'll like get your number from different sites and they'll call you with scams, like all types of stuff. You just have to be careful. They'll email you with scams like this. They're coming from everywhere, and you have to be dodging them. You have to be vigilant, because these motherfuckers is trying to get you for every dime you have, every dollar, every cent, and put you in debt. Especially older, lonely people. Be wary of that. They will use that. Don't be so desperate, because they use that as they look for that. Young or old, don't be online acting thirsty, because then they're gonna people feed into that. They notice that shit, and they know that they can take advantage of you that way. So yeah, there was that. And I think I've talked enough about the scams and the pros and cons of having. Oh, first, the pros and cons of having social media. Like, first, obviously, the cons are the scams and the DM people and, all of that. But then there's the pros, too. Like, if you're a business owner, social media is a perfect way to help grow your business and advertise your business. I use social media to advertise my podcast. I use all of my social medias to advertise my podcast now. I go through Opus and I put my videos in, and it makes me clips, and I go through the clips, and the clips that I like, I download, and then I post them to all of my social medias, my Facebook story, my Facebook page, my TikTok, my Instagram, straight from Instagram to Threads to all of it. I want to post it on everything so that it reaches the most people. I don't have a lot of followers on TikTok, so y'all should actually really follow me on TikTok. But I still am going to be posting and doing everything that I can to get it out to as many people as possible, because I mean, I think it's a very good podcast and it has potential to be even better. I'm planning on having some guests for this next season. This is actually still the first season of the show. This is my fourth episode. So, I'm getting things down. I'm working with things. I'm working on getting things. I'm working on it, but I definitely, you can use social media for good things for yourself. And to keep in contact with people. I know it's really great for contacting and letting people know about things, or like if you're having an event or something like that. It's also great for keeping in contact with people you went to school with, or like it's very good for networking. Very good for networking. It's a very powerful tool that you can use definitely for, if you're a streamer, if you're a gamer, whatever it is that you're doing and you're trying to get out there. The social media is always good for that. And we just have to be, aware. We just have to be careful and use it the correct way. You have to learn how to curb people. You have to learn how to talk to people. You can't be soft with people. Sometimes you have to be aggressive to get them to back the hell up. Sometimes you have to be a little aggressive. I came as Sheila the She-Wolf today. But yeah, there are definitely pros and cons to having an online presence. Definitely marketing, promoting, and definitely shopping, or selling things. If you're a seller, like you have things that you want to sell, on Marketplace is a good place to sell things, because people look for things on Marketplace all the time. And like, you know, also people sell their things on TikTok and on different things. So if you're like, you are a shopper or a seller, and definitely having an online presence is important. Because like sometimes most business people who open up businesses, they have their own websites as well, but they also do a lot of selling through the third parties. I mean, through the other sellers, like through TikTok and through Amazon and stuff like that. So it is a really good for shopping. I absolutely love online shopping. I pay all my bills online. I buy all my food online. I buy all my clothes online. I buy all my house stuff online. Games, just everything. Literally everything that I have on, I bought online, except for this wig. But everything else I bought online. I got this skirt and this shirt both from Shein. I got these boots, and the hat from TikTok, and yeah, I got all of my content creating materials and things from TikTok. I got my very special Miyake cup and my little cup buddy from TikTok. I got a lot of everything that I buy. I be buying online. I buy a lot of stuff online, and I take care of a lot of business online. I pay my phone bills through the app. You don't have to go out the house for anything anymore. Nothing do you need to leave the house for, except for like to see a doctor, and even that you can do online sometimes. I have online appointments sometimes. So yeah, like definitely it's online is useful. The internet is useful. Communication now is very easy. You have your MyChart, which is very useful. A person can have access to their medical records in no time, which is amazing and very, helpful for showing that you don't have any STIs or Ds, when it's time to get down for the get down. If you have, especially if you're a sex worker or whatever the hell. I'm not, but I'm saying if you are, checking those MyCharts could be the difference between life and death. So yeah, my chart is super helpful for if you need to contact your doctor for anything, and if you need medication refills, for if you need to get your records to somewhere else. Like, everything is so easily accessible now. Like, even the nails I bought online, Luxie, they have the best glue and the best nails, even though I'm missing my thumbs. That was user error. I promise it has nothing to do with the nails or the glue. But because it's great. They'll stay for like at least 2 weeks at a time. It comes with the little strips or whatever, but I don't do the little reuse them joints. I don't reuse them. I just glue them down, wear them for 2 weeks, pop them bitches off, and be on to the next set. So, but yeah, it's really good for that. Like, the glue is A1. The nails are very sturdy and very hard. They don't break. I love it. I love Luxie. So Luxie, Luxxi, very, very good product. They have an online presence. I found them originally on TikTok. Um, and I started out with the glue, and then when I got the glue, I hit the little QR code when I got in the mail, and I seen that they have a whole website where they sell sets, and they have this box set. You can get 4 sets of nails and a brush on glue. Each box comes with its own glue too, but you get the 4 sets, the brush on glue, and the cuticle oil for like $55. And you could throw in an extra glue for like $60, and you are good to go. Like, you have 4 whole sets of nails, and each one is gonna last you at least 2 weeks. And really, you can use all the sets twice, because I use all sets twice. I use all of those nails, and they fit. And if they don't fit, I'm gonna make it, and they look great. No, but for real, like, you can definitely use them more than once. I use them twice, wear them for 2 weeks at a time. It works. It works really well for me. I'll keep doing this. I think I'm going through the change early because I am starting to perspire. And it could, yeah, you could say it's because I have a damn hat on indoors. But even when I'm not in a hat or a wig, and I'm just sitting or just moving around doing things, I will just start sweating. And I'm just like, what the hell? I don't perspire. What is this? And I don't smell or anything. But and it's not all of my body. It's just my fucking forehead and my hairline. And it's getting my edges, and I'm not liking it. Because, to tell you the truth, I have really long, well, not really really long, but my hair has grown quite a bit, and it's very like fine. So, like, I can work with my own hair a lot of the times. The thing is that my edges get sweated out really easily now, and it's just like, what the hell? And this just started, and I need to see the doctor about that. So y'all tell me, how do y'all feel? Are y'all hotter these days? Is it just me, or what the hell? Like, what is going on? Whew. Well, yeah, I deviated and had a little random rant right there. Well, yeah, definitely entertainment and product ideas and all of that. The internet is good for that. Pinterest is great for, like, product ideas and, like, DIY project ideas and stuff like that. Pinterest is great. Etsy is another one that's really great for, like, buying other things. And, like, a lot of people who sell things or make things, to sell, they have shops on Etsy. So, and then there's a whole black side of Etsy. They call it Black Etsy. And, like, if you want to, like, really support black businesses and black owned businesses and stuff like that, Etsy is a great way to do that. Yeah, online for everything. See, and no matter what you're looking for, there's a different avenue and a different way you can go through to get it. I've never been on a dark web. I don't understand how to get to the dark web. I've never, you know, made it to the part of the internet where they sell organs and things and pew-pews and drugs. But I definitely know how to get some legit products. And yo, they sell marijuana online now. There's I forget what it was called. But there's like a few different sites now that you'll be on social media and literally the ads will pop up. There are places online where you can go and purchase your flour or your oils or your edibles or your whatever. You can have it shipped discreetly to you. Um, so many different products and places now, you know. So I think that's great to do that online. Like, what? You could buy everything online. And then yeah, just, you know, when you do buy things online, make sure that you read reviews and check out product reviews and dimensions and things, so you know what size things are that you're buying. You can look at it, so people, and you know if it's going to be a good product or not a good product. Like, if there's not many reviews for it and there's not many people who bought the product, I probably wouldn't buy it. Like, you know, you just got to use your smarts online. That's all. You just got to be smart, and you have to go through reputable companies. If don't just be on Snapchat and some random ass site pops up selling you Ed Hardy for $2, and you think you're gonna get your stuff and they're gonna take all your money and not send you jack. That could happen. So you have to be You have to be careful. You have to be very careful. So that's why I always like to make honest and product reviews, and I like to review products, especially the products that I buy off of TikTok. I like to give reviews and make reviews, and if I feel like I gave a product a good review prematurely, I will go back and fix it. Like, because I want people to honestly know about the product. It's The reviews are helpful, y'all. Start leaving reviews. Um, so what I wanted to talk about is ice cream. That's my real boot for this week. Um, Everybody has been talking about it. I don't know if you've seen it or not, or if you've noticed or not, that a lot of the products in the store that are supposed to be ice cream don't say ice cream anymore. It says like frozen dairy product or frozen treat or whatever. It can't even legally say that it's ice cream anymore, because it's not ice cream. It's not meltable. Like, it doesn't melt. It just kind of forms into this nasty gunk. Like, if you leave it out, it does not melt. It's made with palm oils and different like oils that they put in cosmetics and stuff into there now. They're pumping it full of air now. Like, it's just not safe for you to eat. If you're buying ice cream, please make sure that it is ice cream and not a frozen dairy product, because they are definitely trying to kill us. Or, I'm sorry, they're definitely trying to unalive us with that damn ice cream. That not ice cream. I don't know what that is, but don't buy that. Don't eat that. I wanted ice cream so bad the other day. It was like a couple weeks ago, actually. And I wanted it so bad, and I ordered it through DoorDash from the Grand Creamery because I knew that I would be getting real ice cream. I'm not doing a store-bought ice cream anymore. Gelatos and stuff, and like the stuff that they sell at the market, at the co-ops and stuff, that stuff is probably still good, but all that other stuff, and it's even the more expensive brands. Like, it's not just the cheap brands. It's like, you have to look. It's the whole damn frozen ice cream section that is like artificial and bad. So do not consume that crap. Try not to consume that crap. try not to buy that crap. They're changing everything. They're changing the formulations and like the ingredients that they use to everything now. Everything that used to be good back in the days when we were younger is nasty now. Fruit roll-ups and fruit snacks taste more artificial now than they even used to. And like pizza bagels and pizza rolls and hot pockets, they all do not taste the same anymore. They're all extra artificially and gross. Like none of it tastes the same. The Chef Boyardee stuff, the raviolis, the spaghettios, that stuff doesn't taste very good anymore, especially the raviolis. I don't know what the hell is going on, but they are changing the formulations to everything. Little Debbie cakes don't taste the same. They're kind of nasty now. Like they're just messing with all of our freaking food. So y'all have to start making a conscious effort to eat cleaner and to start making stuff on your own at home. Start making stuff on your own at home. It might be a lot more work, or it might cost a little, probably cost less. But like, I know that they charge more money for cleaner foods and cleaner ingredients, like, which sucks. You can get stuff that's not good for you for cheap, which is usually what we can afford. So, I understand, but try as much as you can to avoid that fake ass ice cream. Okay. Also, we're canceling Nicki Minaj. That's it. We're done with her. She is a monkey, jigaboo, Uncle Tom, Negro ass woman, and I don't like it. First of all, I don't like what she said about black women, that we pick on white women because they're beautiful and all this randomness. And I don't like what she said to my trans guys and girls and people too. Like, she's losing all of her fans right now because guess what? Those people who you're taking up for and that you're on their side, none of them give a damn about your music or you. They don't follow you and they don't care about you. So now you're just looking stupid, and everybody's saying it's probably because she wants like Trump to pardon her her criminal ass husband. But yeah, she's canceled. Tried to go and find her page so that I could unfollow her, but I couldn't even find the shit. So I don't know. But yeah, fuck her. She's canceled. Right here it says cancel that bitch. And bold. We're canceling that bitch. Okay. But on to a more fun, I guess. Um, back to the fun. We're gonna talk about B90 before 90 days first. We're gonna talk about Forrest. This the guy who's with Sheena. They're both a little socially awkward, and I think maybe a little slow too. So Forrest's parents followed him all the way to I think the Philippines with where Sheena is. And they're all up in his business. They're saying weird stuff like, telling him, like asking if they had sex and telling them they can always have, other things. They can always do other things, and like just saying all this weird ass shit that a mom should not say to her son and his girlfriend. Like, she's extra intrusive and in their business. And Forrest is a grown ass man that needs to be let go a little bit of and let him do his own thing. She was making Sheena cry at the table when they met up because Sheena, I don't know, Sheena's a little shady. Sheena keeps giving all the money that Forrest keeps giving to her family, and saying that it's because her family says that they will not let her live there for free without giving her the money, and that they will say terrible things to her, and they're mean to her or whatever. And so she's saying this stuff at the table, and the mom's like, "That's still not making any sense. Why did you give away the money? What's going on with the money? And I'm not buying it," and all this stuff. And Forrest got mad and was like, "Back the hell off of Sheena." And I was like, "You damn right, Forrest, but you should have told your mom to back the hell off a long time ago, because she shouldn't be there. Like, you can handle that on your own. You have a mouth, and you can do and say just as much as she can. She does not need to be there. And the dad really don't need to be there, because his ass ain't say shit. Like, he ain't say nothing at all. He's just letting the mom overstep the boundaries and letting the bullshit happen. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, that's Forrest and Sheena. And then we have the Aviva, the girl with the Belize rapper boyfriend Stig, Stig or Stigs maybe. It's Stig, and he's a Belize rapper that's got a huge following over there, and he makes some pretty good music. And the girl wants a proposal when she gets there, and I remember the auntie saying, like, "I have seen him out there singing to other women and doing other things with other women, so you might want to be careful, because he's not just for you," pretty much. And so I'm interested to see what goes on there. I haven't watched this week's yet. Oh, yes, I did. I watched this week's, and I didn't see it in this week's yet, but I'm going to revisit it and report back next week with more tea for that. But yeah, and then we have the other way, where like Madeline, the very rude, very nasty, very spoiled brat bitch that's with Luke, and she's ugly too, and she's always crying and always saying she's outrageously outrageous. Like, she's just too much, and she's a fucking crybaby, and she's fucking spoiled, and she's rude and nasty, and she doesn't need to be with anybody. She needs to grow the hell up. Okay, that's what needs to happen there. Okay, the dad they were just having, like, a dinner with both sides of the family kind of thing, because of them about to be getting married. And the dad just straight up asked her, like, I don't, are you even ready to be married to my son? Because all y'all do is fight, and all you do is put him down and stuff, like, and use him and abuse him. So are you really ready for this? Like, and she doesn't even know. So I think that, yeah, she needs to be canceled too. I don't like her at all. We'll move away from that, because that's all I had to report for that anyway. I mean, there's other things going on in the show you just need to watch, but it's not too much action going on this season on either show. I know in the other way though, it is getting I am enjoying watching the Jenny and Sumit storyline. I love seeing them. And Jenny obviously moved to India a while long some years ago to and married Sumit, and they were living on their own, but then recently decided that they can't afford it, so they're going to move in with the whole family. And the mom, who really doesn't like Jenny any damn way and is just putting up with her for the sake of Sumit, and was going through her things and like giving her things away, and they have to hide their alcohol, and she's forcing her to exercise and forcing her to cook and clean for them and all types of stuff. And Jenny is kind of lazy, she's an old lazy broad, so it's not working out very well. It's not working out very well for Jenny, and Jenny wants out. She wants to move back to their own place. And they got this cafe that they opened, the family cafe, and Jenny is drowning there, because she doesn't speak the language. She doesn't know the conversions of the money, or she doesn't know anything. She's not doing it. not doing anything right. So she's struggling a lot, and I feel bad for Jenny. But you know, Jenny is very lazy, so there's that with the other way. That's unfolding quite hilariously. Um, but baddies, let's continue on with baddies. So, Krishan and Siki were fighting in this last episode. Krishan left and left the show. And it was after, I think maybe she went online and seen some old posts that Siki had made, and then she got mad and went online and started talking about it. And then Siki seen the shit, came in and was obviously pissed. And Marsh was there for whatever reason. She thinks she's a baddie, but she's not. So she was there for whatever reason, and she got beat up by Tasiki. But this time she actually did get in quite a few licks. She tried to stump the bitch. That was crazy. And yeah, she actually did get her licks in. I'll get a few licks in. Siki's mouth was bleeding. And I felt like they should have all just dog piled that bitch. Like, Marsh doesn't belong there. What are y'all doing? But yeah, she got beat up for being in the middle of that family beef. And Tommy and Biggie got into it, and Tommy was being really mean to Biggie. Like, Tommy was saying, "You're not a star, and you're this, and you're that," and like, all because Biggie was trying to tell her, okay, they had rehearsals, and this was the rehearsal where obviously the fight happened between Tasiki and Krishan or whatever. And prior to that rehearsal, the night before the rehearsal, Tommy got into it with Tavy Baby because she kept calling her DMX, and Tavy whooped her. Like, she whooped her round for round. She whooped her each and every round. And it was funny. And respectfully so, because I told you to stop calling me that, and you just gonna say you can say whatever the hell you want to me, and it's not disrespect. If I take it as disrespect, then it's disrespect. And if I ask you to stop doing it and you keep doing it, then that's grounds to get hit. So yeah, I understood Tavy. I was definitely team Tavy. And then since she couldn't beat up Tavy, she went to try, who was it, Nunu, or was it Fauna? I don't remember. It was either Fauna or Nunu, but or Cold Killer. No, it was Cold Killer. It was Cold Killer. Then Tommy went to Cold Killer and was trying to like sun her and be all up in her face, and she wasn't going. So I think Tommy was mad because she can't bully anybody. And then so the next day, fast forward the next day, after she got beat up and all this stuff happened, she missed the rehearsal. And so Biggie was just telling her like, yo, you know, where were you at the rehearsals? And she was pretty much just filling her in on what Natalie had said because she wasn't there to hear the shit. And you don't have to tell me not to be late. You don't have to try to do that and this, and you're not a star. You don't know me and all this other stuff. And she's like, damn, we're friends. I'm just trying to tell you something. And she made Biggie cry. And I think she did it just because she was mad because she couldn't sun Tavy and she couldn't sun Cold Killer. So she sunned Biggie and took it out on Biggie. That was petty. And Tommy, you're not a star either. We don't know what any of your songs. Like, why are you even there? The hell? So yeah, that was baddies. And have y'all seen that really messy show, Love Cabin, that is also on the Zeus? It just ended. They're about to do the reunion soon, and announce the winners, because the couple that wins money. And it is just all over the place. Like, there's no structure. There's no nothing. It's just all messy and kind of nasty. If you want to watch it, you know, it's actually kind of a good watch. Ray J is the host and I think one of the producers, and he is a hot mess. He went on Breakfast Club with one of the contestants to promote the show, and he's 100% smashing this contestant. And I know, like, because now this contestant, she didn't win, she didn't make it to the end, and she's like crying over him on camera, and we're good friends and all this other stuff. She's his best friend, and they're all of this, like, wow. Ray J really Ray J's crazy. And then he had the nerve to say that he wanted to do verses with Mario because One Wish was bigger than Let Me Love You. In what world was One Wish ever bigger than Let Me Love You? Let Me Love You was on every, like, One Wish they played the hell out of it, don't get me wrong, but they played Let Me Love You way more. It was a way bigger hit. I'm sorry. Ray J is crazy. Even the people on the Breakfast Club were like, yeah, nobody. But but yes, you gotta believe in yourself, I guess. You gotta believe with yourself. But he's definitely sleeping with Sheila. And that Breakfast Club interview is something to watch. It is a good watch. I'm gonna take this off. I'm getting hot. I'm gonna finish it like this. Okay. So now for the last little part, I'm going to talk about my favorite show, RuPaul's Drag Race, that started last Friday. Now, Mama Ru came out during the end part where they do the runway and everything. Mama Ru came out with this dress made of belts, and it was just breathtaking. I need that dress. I need a dress just like that. It was perfect. I loved it. It ate down. It was and the it was very fitting because the runway category, they had a runway a design challenge for the very first episode too. Like they usually do like a talent show or something, but they doing right on into a design challenge for the first episode. And the design challenge was obviously with unconventional materials, so it kind of like her outfit kind of went along with the theme of the with the category of the runway, and I thought it was great. She ate down. Yes, Mama Ru, that's how you do it. You shut everybody up. And yeah, I like the it's season 18. 18 started off with a good bang. I mean, I'm feeling the queens this season. I love that all of them are seasoned. A lot of them are, my age in their 30s. So I love that because it's not all these random young bitches that don't get it yet. We got some seasoned queens this season, and we got this is the season of Morphine Love Dion's family. I mean, her drag mother and I think her drag daughter or drag sisters are either way. There's three of them on this season. And the one of them is Morphine Love Dion's drag mother, and I think the other two are her daughters or her sisters, something like that. But yeah, they are definitely all on. They're looks like they're playing fair too. They're not helping each other out. They are definitely like here, and I'm definitely here for it. And we got some beautiful melanated queens this season that I'm definitely rooting for. And I'm ready. After this, I'm watching the second episode because it came on yesterday, and I will be back to let y'all know about it. Don't worry. It's going great. Nicki Minaj. I mean, what the hell? Nicki Minaj. Huh. Cardi B was the guest judge for Drag Race, right? And it was just so appropriate during this time of what's going on with Nicki and everything. Like, it was just so appropriate to have Cardi as the guest judge, and she actually guest judged. Like, she ate. Like, she said she gave real critiques, and she let girls know what they did wrong and what they did right. Like, she was actually there, and she was a very good and they did, they do the untucked part where, we get to see her talk to the queens and stuff like that and all of that before they do the lip sync and elimination and everything. And she had good advice. It was so organic with her and the queens. It was a feel good moment for the queens and Cardi B. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. um yeah, I thought it was great. And then there was no loser this first episode. Nobody went home. There was a bottom two, but the bottom two didn't lip sync. The top two lip sync, and the one that should have won didn't win. Okay, because the one, first of all, one of the girls, both of them had amazing outfits that they created, right? But one was a whole lot more. You could tell it took a lot more time, and it took a lot more. It took a lot of finesse and a lot of, like, it was a whole ensemble. Okay, and the other one was just at top and the bottom. So that should have won anyway, but they let the top two lip sync, whatever. And her dress was not a dress that you could lip sync in, like, well, you could lip sync, but you can't dance or do any movement in. So, and she tried to do that, and it just looked ridiculous. So, like, I think that's another part of the reason why she didn't win the lip sync. But, like, I thought she did great. Like, as far as the challenge went, she did amazing. And if it was me, because I was sitting there like, girl, lip sync, do it, girl, do something. Like, you could point to your lips and, like, give us something. You can. I'm real good at dancing in one spot. I would have still served, even if I couldn't move. So I was just like yelling at the TV to do something at that point. But yeah, that was the first episode of Drag Race. Nobody went home. So yeah, it was great. And then on Love and Hip Hop Miami, um, y'all remember Flavor of Love? Everybody remembers Flavor of Love, okay? Well, we all know that Bucky, or Shay, has been on Love and Hip Hop for quite some time. She started off in Atlanta, and now she's in Miami. And her and Amada La Negra they're on again, off again friends. Off now because I guess people were saying that Shay had something to do with Amada's baby daddy getting deported, and Amada didn't defend her or say, like, no, she didn't, or anything like that in the moment. So Shay was like, damn, I defend you when you're not there, but you're not defending me. Are you really my friend? So they just blew up, and they're not friends anymore. But I guess that Shay was getting in Joy's business, Trick Daddy's ex-wife, yeah, or wife still. Trick Daddy, she did something to piss off Joy. I don't remember what it was, but Joy said the bitch was in her business. So she went and dug up girl Boots. Boots from Flavor of Love, the girl that used to be her, like, A1 right hand. Like, she went and got her and brought her to Shay's event to stir up some shit, and it was just juicy. I can't wait till next week to see what comes of that, because it was so sad though, because Shay's mom had just introduced her to a very nice young man, and she was just telling this young man how she wants to be not a fighter and not, blowing up over stuff, and she wants to go into her soft girl era pretty much. And as soon as Boots showed up, that went out the window, and he was trying to hold her back or try to calm her down, you know, remind her of what the hell she just told him. But you don't even know me. Get off of me. Trying to hold me back and all this other stuff. I'm like, girl, no, no. That you're gonna ruin it. You're gonna be single forever. Because he was so cute too. He was cute and he was like seemed like a good fit for her. They seemed like they was vibing, like he was liking her, she was liking him, and then she went and did that. I was like, oh man, you wouldn't let Boots ruin it for you. Because she definitely was throwing things, and you know how they get when they're in that scene. So yeah, it was hilarious, and I cannot wait to see what's next. And then we have Kent Jones, the dude that made like a couple songs. He's that I told y'all is now dressing like a pimp and acting like a pimp. Kent Jones, he is with this woman and they're into foot fetishy stuff and foot content. And he took the girlfriend to meet his like churchy auntie, and they got into it, and that was a debacle. That was hilarious. So y'all should definitely tune into Love and Hip Hop Miami. It's still kind of good. So yeah, for sure. Well, that was it for me. I made this episode a little longer, about 20 minutes longer than normal because it's a late episode. I want to thank you all so very much for watching this episode of Twisted Sister. And I want everyone to catch me streaming. I have a streaming schedule. I will be doing yoga and meditation, makeup and skincare, and art, my henna art, my coloring, and my diamond art. So definitely catch me on TikTok streaming live. I'm gonna kind of try to figure out how to get into twitching, but I don't know how to do it yet. So I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna start streaming on there too. But I'm definitely catch me streaming on TikTok. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on everything. Stay up on the T. Hit me up if you want the link for the Discord so that you know when each episode is coming out. Hopefully this will be uploaded within a couple of days. It's been taking a while for each video to upload. So if by the time y'all see it, I might already be working on the next episode. I will be working on the next episode. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for staying. I love you all. And as always, as usual, yeah, love each other and try to stay out of the mess. Just try to stay out of the mess. Protect your peace, y'all. Bye.